Welcome to the Pulse Field Expert channel. Today we will learn about filters in Excel. There are many ways to filter data in Excel. Let us first open our favorite sales data, which we used in some of our earlier tutorials. Here we have fields like year, month, gender, country, etc. We also have a column named 100th. This column has true and false Boolean values. Every 100th row is marked true here. All other rows are marked false. In Excel, let us click Open the Data tab. Here we can locate the Filter button. I will click on it to enable filters for my data range. Notice the small downward arrows are now displayed in every column's right top corner. If we click on these arrow icons, we can see the filter panel. This has all the options available in the data as multiple select options and some more filter rule options. We can select any of the options from the multiple select option list. Here I selected F in our data. It is now neatly filtered to rows with F in the gender column. We can again open the filter box and select all to show all rows, or simply click on the clear button under the filter button set. The next way to filter is by using the search box under the filter dialog. Here we can type B and I to filter any value containing B and I. Here bike contains B and I, therefore bike is selected. One can also use the filter operator. We have many options here. We will use the begin with option and type B in the type box. This will filter all rows with values starting with B. I can cascade filters here with and or logic. I will select or as the logical operator, then select begin with and type C in the text box. Now we have all rows filtered with category values starting with B and C. This is the most basic way that one can filter rows in Excel. I will now clear the filter by clicking on the clear button under the filter button set. Then I will click the filter button again to switch off all filtering and remove the filter option from each column in the table. Under the Insert tab, I will click on the table to define the data as a table. While doing this, we must keep one of the cells selected in our target table. Excel will auto-identify the table and select all the cells in it automatically. I will keep the My Data Has Headers option ticked as my data really has a header row, and click OK. This will define the data set as a table, and each of the columns now has the same downward arrow filter button. We can filter in the usual way within this table too. Now let's select the 100th column, and in the filter dialog, select True. In the profit percentage column, we have both positive and negative values. Let us open the filter dialog for the profit percentage column. Here we have many options to filter numbers. I will select greater than in the operator drop-down, and in the text box type 0. This filter the table and show rows with positive profit only. We can change the operator to less than in the filter panel to show all the transactions where the profit was negative. In other words, the company made a loss. Now, under product category, if we select the logical operator as equals and then type bikes in the text field, we will get rows with loss making bike sales only. Then under State, if we open the filter and unselect everything in the multi-select options, and then select only England, now we will get loss making bike sales in England. Then in the gender column, if we select only F, we will get loss making bike sales in England among female customers only. You can see how we can cascade multiple filters in Excel and narrow down our data set with it. Let us now clear the filter, and then we will convert our table format back to the default range data format. Now the table format is gone, and we don't see the filter controls against each column. We will now learn the next filter type in Excel, the advanced filter type. I will type year and country in the columns next to our data set. Please note both year and country are column heads in our data set. Then under year, I will type 2015, and under country, I will type France. I will keep my cursor on any one of the data cells and click on the advanced icon under the filter control panel. This will open the advanced filter editor. We can see the list range is auto-selected. In the criterion range, we can select year and 2015 and click OK. This filters rows with 2015 as year only. Now let's go back to the advanced filter dialog and modify the criterion range and include the country column with France in it. Click OK. Now we have rows with year 2015 and country France. We can add another row in the criterion array. In the year column, I will type 2015, and in the country column, I will type Germany. I will also add a new column gender and type F as value for both the criterion rows. If we now include this newly added array in the advanced filter criterion range, we should get both Germany and France in the country with year as 2015 and the gender value selected as F in the filtered data. This is awesome. We can create any criterion array as per our choice and filter the data with that array. Next, we will learn the newly introduced filter function in Excel 365. This function is only available in the latest versions of Microsoft Office 365. But trust me, this function is the most powerful filtering tool available in Excel. To learn this function, I have created a new sheet in Excel and have added the header row from our data. Now we have two sheets in the Excel file, one with our data set and the other with only the header from the same data set. In the empty sheet with the header row, right after the header in the first column, I will now type equal filter, parentheses. Then we must select the data array. Our data array is in the other sheet. We will open that and select columns ATT. Then I will add a comma. Next, we need to add the filter criterion. Let us select the column G where we have the country column. I will now add an equal sign and write the country name as France. We will end our criterion statement with a comma now, and then the last part of the argument, if for cases when there is no result from the filter. I will just keep it as a double quotation mark. This will return an empty string if there is no result from the filter function. Remember, I could also write nothing found in this section. Let me do that. I will now close the bracket and click Enter. Here we are. We have the filter data in the second sheet where country is France. Let us check the data. Indeed, our filtration worked flawlessly, but can we add more criterions to it? Say we want to add rows with the country Germany along with France. Can we add Germany with OR logic to the first criterion? Well, in this function, OR is denoted with a plus mark. Each logical statement must be within bracket, like this. Now we have rows for both Germany and France in the country column. We can add as many logical statements as we want. Let us try adding more. If we need to use the AND logic, we can use the asterisk mark for that. We added the column F equal to FF for female with and logic. And now we have rows where gender is F and the country is France or Germany. It is possible to cascade as many logical operators as we want in this filter function. Let's add month column D equal to August with and logic. We have further filtered the filtered list with month August. As you can see, the function filter is very powerful and works with as many logical operators as required. These are all the ways of filtering data in Excel. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this video useful and it helped you excel in your spreadsheet adventures. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content. Until next time, stay curious, stay productive, and keep on concurring those spreadsheets.